All right, Shabbat Shalom. I want to start off first and foremost by giving call halayim all Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who feed and nourish us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Salutations, shalom, and blessings to you, sincere Akim, that push this word in truth and sincerity. Just a quick lesson, before I head into work. Basically, our standard is the scriptures, man, is this word, man, and the whole point of us, being vessels unto the Heavenly Father is for us to be examples of His glory. All right. And with that said, I'm gonna read this. This is Matthew 15 and 16, or 5 and 16. Salakia. It says, "Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." Man. Okay, so our good works is based on our, the way we carry ourselves, how we conduct ourselves, how we function in this society, man, in the matrix, because, hey, man, we always have eyes on us, man. And like, the elder brother from the camp out here in the Northwest, the brother Yara, what he always says, man, we got famous faces, man. And that's a true statement, man, because even though you might not think people know you or haven't seen you, these people, they've seen us, man, and I could say, for certain that we had back when we was younger, we had a bunch of controversy with the Great Millstone Northwest camp with the GMS No Coward, wherever fuck, I forget the shit, but so people have seen our faces, man. So we have to really be mindful of the things that we do, and how we're doing it, man, because it's all about the glorification of the Heavenly Father. So with that said, man, if you're functioning or moving backwards, man, if you're moving left-handed, if you're moving in the flesh, man, it's gonna come back and bite you, man. It always does. So that's why you have to stay operating in the spirit, man. You got to keep the standard, man, which is hey, man, operating scripturally, man. And with that said, hold on, let me grab this. Is where we at? There we go. Okay, it says this is James 1 and 22. It says, but be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. Yeah, man, you have to be a doer of this word, man. Be all things to all men, be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. Those are key characteristics of a man that's a wise man, how a wise man will move, man. Which it's not in the scriptures for no reason, man, because hey, like I said, man, our standard, we are the standard, man. Because if you're a doer of this word, man, you're a living standard, man. Because this word is in you. All right. So the way that we, operate and function, man, it has to be, spiritually, man, and not carnally, man. Because carnal mind brings you, leads to death, man. Which this world is already dead. So if you're actually living, man, you stand out, man, and that the light, man, it's hard to turn away from it, man. Like you can find yourself walking just in a mall or at work or something, and then you see hella eyes staring at you, and these people don't know why they're staring and why they're on you and fixated on you, but we know. Because hey, that light is it's illuminating the room, man. When we walk through, man, it's the spirit, man. They're drawn to it. They're drawn to it, and that's real, man. That's That's what it is. That's what it is. I got a few precepts. I don't have them really in order, so I'm gonna just run through them. This is what I want. It's Isaiah 13:2. It says, "Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain." And that banner is this word, is the name Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. It's the spirit of the Lord. And that mountain is Israel, man. The governing body that the Heavenly Father is dealing with, man, is Yasharallah, man. All right. It says, "Exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles." Yeah, man, and that voice, that's the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And yeah, we're in the gates of the nobles, man. When we hit these the marketplaces, and we're pushing this word in the chief places of concourse, man. That's where you're supposed to be at. All right. It says, "I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness." Well, that's pretty much the point, man. Just lifting up the banner. Jeremiah 51:12. It says, "Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen." Is that not what we were commissioned to do, to be watchmen? In Babylon, America's AKA Babylon, and that's exactly what the scripture was talking about, man. Because we are the watchmen that's been set up, to watch and blow the trumpet, man, which we have been doing, man. All right. It says, "Prepare the ambushes, for the Lord have both devised and done that which he have spake against the inhabitants of Babylon." Yeah, man. Because at times past, Babylon was met his demise, and once again it's going to meet his demise all over again, man. Because America, like I said, America is also known as Babylon, man. Because the same witchcrafts and whoredoms that they were doing in Babylon, America has took it and embodied it and made it one of its own, man. That's what these fucking devils do, man. It tell you in Micah 2:2, they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage, man. So they took the heritage of all these heathens and made it their own, man. That's why all the gods are the same. They just got different names, man. They do the same customs of all the rest of these people, man. That's why America's known as all these different places, because they've took that and made it all their own. All right. But back to what I'm saying, we are the standard that's being set forth, man. Actually, let me see. I don't know if it was in this one, because there's two different standards. So I think it was let's see. Selah, bear me 1 second. Get the definition of standard. All right, this is come from the Strong's 52:51, and the word is Nash. It says something lifted up, standard, signal pole, ensign, banner, sign, sail, standard, as in rallying point, signal, standard, ensign, signal. When you get the definition, it says a flag, also a sail, by implication the flag staff, generally a signal, figuratively a token, banner, pole, sail. Yeah, man. And like I said, that's the scriptures, man. That's the standard that we live by, man. It's the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, which like it tells you in James, be you doers of the word, man, and not hearers only, man. Because if you're a doer of the word, man, then you're actually living the scriptures, man. You're walking, living testimony to the scriptures on the the validity of them and the truth of them, man. Because when you're walking in the spirit, man, you fare well, man. You fare well when you walk in the spirit. You know, when you walk in the spirit, you know your diet's gonna be more important than not. You know, it's, you know, we eat bullshits, you know, time to time, but still, you know, you're conscious of what you're putting in your temple. You know, you're conscious of the way that the light that you're moving in, because you know, hey, the scriptures also tell you abstain from all appearances of evil, man. So if you're doing something, it can be taken in a different light, man. You shouldn't do it, man. Period. You shouldn't do it. You know, you always have to be mindful of how you're being perceived and how you're being taken. You know. Let's close that, and then let's go back to. This is Isaiah 5:26. It says, and he will lift up an ensign to the nations from far, and will hiss unto them from the end of the earth. And behold, they shall come with speed swiftly. None shall be weary nor stumble among them. See, this is talking about the missiles. And I don't even know if I wanted this one, Salakia. But this is actually talking about, you know, the missiles that's gonna, you know, fall upon, you know, America and, you know, various parts of the world, man. And those missiles are a sign and token too, man. Because, you know, the Heavenly Father, he promised that he wouldn't destroy this place with water. But this next destruction that's coming is also promised that it's going to come. But it's going to be a destruction of fire, man. Thermonuclear destruction, man. And those missiles are also a sign and a standard that's been set forth, man. Because this place, man, is totally given over to wickedness. So the Heavenly Father has to destroy this place, man. Because if he didn't, man, and we was to usher our kingdom into this madness, wickedness is going to still flourish, man. You have to wholly do away with all wickedness. You have to kill that cancer, man, in order for you to thrive, man, and to move forward, man. What happened when Israel didn't expel and exterminate all the fucking heathens up out of there? What happened? They started mixing and mingling with them, and then, you know, they started taking their customs and partaking in their customs and stuff. Same thing with Saul when he was told to obliterate the Amalekites, man. He still saved the king, you know. And that wasn't the commandment that the Lord gave him. The Lord gave him the commandment to wholly do away with all of them. All right, because what happens, man? Or you can even go in modern day terms. I mean, a modern day example, man. When you have you get a surgery, you get cancer taken out of your body, but yet there's a little fragment or a little piece of it left. What's it gonna do? It's gonna spread all over again, man. It's gonna spread all over again. All right. So wickedness has to be done away with, man. A couple more precepts. This is Psalms 60:4. 60:4. It says, thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee, that it may be displayed because of the truth. Yeah, and that banner is this word, man. That banner is the name. Yahweh Wa Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Those are the names that we proclaim. Those are the names we profess. Those are the names that that's our power, man. Our power is in those names, man. And that's the banner that's being lifted, man. Brothers are always giving thanks and praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rekar Kadash, man. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's our power, man. And we're gonna proclaim our power to the ends of the earth, man. All right. So last couple of precepts I have. Plus, it's time for me to get up here and go to work anyway. So, let's hit this real quick. This is Isaiah 11 and 10. It says, and in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. And that root of Jesse is Yahushua, man. And it should stand for an ensign to the people, because Yahushua beginneth to work. And first it was prophesied that he must go to the house, to basically the southern kingdom that dwelt in the land of Judea, around those various parts. And then it was said that that word was going to be preached to the scattered, which Yahushua he started the work in his stead. The Akim that's pushing the word now are finishing it. Okay. It says, to it shall the Gentiles seek, and he shall, in his rest shall be glorious. Yeah, man, that's the rest that we're waiting for, man, when the kingdom is ushered, man. And out on righteous side, we be the men that tasted the kingdom first, and be the ones that repopulate our nation, man, through our loins. Verse 11, it says, it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the isles of the seas. Well, pretty much the point was in the first one. The Yahushua is that standard, man. And is that not what it means to be Christian, man? To be Hamashiach like, and to be Hamashiach like, man, means you're walking in that same path, man, that straight gate, man, which he set the standard, man. He set the standard on how to walk perfectly in this flesh, man, which we're not going to be able to walk perfect as he did. But the fact of the matter is that we do our best to walk that perfect path, man. All right. And like I said, man, the standard that we live by, the standard that is the scriptures, man. And we have to be living examples of that standard, man. And with that said, I'm going to shut it down, and I'm going to say shalom.